Alright, buckle up folks. Today we're diving into the ultimate neighbor showdown, Canada versus the USA. Two massive countries, one really long border, and a million little things that make them totally different. Let's see who's got the edge grab, your Tim Hortons or your Big Gulp, and let's roll. The sorry culture versus the bold American. Let's start with the classic, saying sorry. Canadians are world champions at apologizing. You bump into them, they'll say sorry. You sneeze on the bus and accidentally hit them with your backpack? Guess what? Sorry again. It's like a reflex. I'm convinced Canadian babies say sorry before they say mama. Meanwhile, Americans? Not so much. If you bump into an American, you might get a watch it buddy or just a blank stare. Dialogue. Canadian. Oh, sorry, did I bump into you? American. You? Nah, I didn't even feel it. All good. Canadian. Sorry for apologizing too much. American. Wait, you're apologizing for apologizing? That's next level. So, if you want to survive in Canada, practice your sorry face. And if you're in the States, maybe try standing your ground. Just don't expect anyone to apologize for cutting in line at Starbucks. The great, eh? Now let's talk about the most Canadian word ever, eh? Canadians sprinkle A on everything. It's like a secret code, a verbal handshake, a way to check if you're still listening. Dialogue. Canadians. Nice weather, eh? Americanites. Eh? Canadians. Exactly. Americans hear this and go, wait, is that a question? Are you testing me? Is this a pop quiz? But Americans have their own verbal tics, right? You know, like totally. But nothing beats the Canadian A for pure friendliness. It's the maple syrup of conversation, makes everything a little sweeter, a little more polite, and a little more confusing for everyone else. Hockey versus football obsession. In Canada, hockey isn't just a sport, it's a way of life. Kids play in the street, parents yell at the television, and everyone knows what the Stanley Cup is. You want to bond with a Canadian? Mention Wayne Gretzky or say, "Go Leafs go," and you're instantly family. Meanwhile, in the US, it's all about football, American football, not soccer. Sundays are for tailgating, fantasy leagues, and eating enough wings to feed a small army. Dialogue. Canadian. Hockey is life, man. Nothing beats Game 7 overtime. American. Please, everyone knows Super Bowl Sunday is the real holiday. Canadian. Yeah, but can your quarterback skate? American. Can your goalie throw a 50-yard pass? Both laughing. So, if you ever want to start a fight in a Canadian bar, say hockey is boring. If you want to get kicked out of an American party, ask them to turn off the game during the fourth quarter. Trust me. Don't do it. The flag game. Let's talk flags. Americans love their flag. You'll see it on houses, cars, t-shirts, even swim trunks. 4th of July? It's a sea of red, white, and blue. Canadians? Yeah, the flag is everywhere too, but it's subtle. Maybe a pin, a patch, or a tiny maple leaf on your backpack. Inner voice. In America, if you don't have at least 3 flags on your lawn, are you even trying? In Canada, 1 maple leaf is enough, but it better be on your backpack. Canadian patriotism is like a polite nod. Hey, we're proud, but let's not make a scene. American patriotism is like a marching band. Look at me. I love my country and so should you. Both are awesome in their own way. Small talk showdown. Americans are the undisputed champions of small talk. You're in line at the grocery store? Boom conversation about the weather, sports, or what's on sale. Canadians? They're friendly, but a little more reserved. You'll get a polite nod, maybe a quiet hi, but don't expect a deep dive into your weekend plans. Dialogue. American. Hey, how's your day going? Canadian, a little embarrassed. Pretty good, thanks. You? American. Oh, you know, just living the dream. Weather's crazy, huh? Canadian. Yeah, it's nice. Thinking, why are we talking? It's not that Canadians are shy, they just respect your personal space. So, if you're American in Canada, tone it down a notch. And if you're Canadian in the States, get ready to talk a lot. Cultural mosaic versus melting pot. Canada calls itself a cultural mosaic. Every piece is unique. Every culture keeps its flavor. The US? It's the melting pot. Everyone blends together. And the idea is you become American first, everything else second. Dialogue. American. So, you're Italian? Canadian? Canadian. Yup, I'm proud of both. American. Here, you're just American. But hey, we still love pizza. Both have their perks. Canada celebrates differences. America celebrates unity. Either way, you get amazing food, wild festivals, and a lot of confused tourists trying to figure out what holiday it is. Language and accent. Let's talk about language. Both Canadians and Americans speak English, but sometimes it sounds like it's on another planet. Dialogue. Canadian. I left my toque on the Chesterfield by the restroom, huh? American. You left your what on the what near the what? Canadian. My hat on the couch next to the bathroom. American. Why didn't you just say that? Canadian. Because I'm Canadian, right? If you want to spot a Canadian in a crowd, just listen for the A and a boot. It's like a secret handshake. Holiday differences. Thanksgiving, Canadians celebrate it in October. Americans wait until November. 4th of July, fireworks, barbecues, and bald eagles everywhere. Canada Day, the 1st of July, with maple syrup, parades, and polite greetings. Dialogue. American, Thanksgiving in October? That's just wrong. Canadian, at least we won't have to wait for pumpkin pie. American, what about Black Friday? Canadian, we just call it Friday. Both laugh. They're basically the same holidays, just on different days and with slightly different appetizers. But one thing is for sure, both countries know how to throw a party. Work-life balance. Work-life balance? Canadians take it seriously. 5 hours? Time to go home, see family, maybe take a trip to the lake. Americans? It's all about work. Dialogue. American, if you're not working, you're behind. Canadian, if you're not at the lake by 6 p.m., you're missing the best part of the day. American, looks like we're both winning in our own way. The drive-thru nation. Drive-thru everything that's America. Coffee, food, banks, even pharmacies. If you can dream it, there's probably a drive-thru for it. Canadian, in drive-thru. Sorry it took so long. Can I get a double portion, please? American, in drive-thru. Yes, give me a large black coffee real quick. Canadian, wow, you guys aren't kidding, are you? So, who wins? Team Canada with the politeness, hockey, and maple syrup? Or Team USA with the boldness, football, and drive-thru everything?